What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Let's see what the market is looking like. Alright, so what's up? What's up, Jawa? How's it going? Yeah, pretty good day, huh? So let's check out the market. MGM killed it today, up like 9.6%. Great news or something, I believe, if I remember correctly. Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, they got an upgrade from neutral to outperform. They raised the target from $33 to $68, and people went ham. They were like, "Oh my gosh!" And people just bought. So that was a good mover today. Let's see what else is on today. Etsy, like, had a rare reversal to the upside. It's just interesting day. VFC, Norwegian Cruise is up a little bit. So I guess Carnival was up too then, because I believe we looked at Carnival yesterday, and right, yeah, we looked at it yesterday and we're like, I didn't like the stock, but it was at the area to buy the dip, and it hit the support, so it bounced off the support. Interesting move there. A lot of the pink stuff got wrecked today, so it's tech. So MU got completely wrecked, lost the other support that we had there, so now it's finding new support. MU down almost 4% today. Citrix System is also down. Oh, what the hell? Huge down. HPQ, new lows. Western Digital, like, getting a rug pull. Just crazy. So not much movement, man. Some stuff are up. Most of the stuff are within like 0 to 2% range. So very choppy today. And then we have the market. Market kind of playing the way to like where we want it a little bit. So MU to the gulag. So check it out. So ES, this is EX, and which is the S&P 500 mini futures. I track this because it runs 24 or 23, like 23.6, something like that. So it runs like much more hour than SPY, so it's a little bit more accurate. And you can see like where we were yesterday, or even today. Honestly, we hit that area today too. So this is like the top from October 1st, and what's this other top from? So we hit that top from October 1st. We hit the top on like October 5th, and we hit that top again today. We had a nice little run up, and then kind of rejected off that, right? So just been testing, market just being super extra choppy. If everything goes to plan, then I don't even know what catalyst we have other than the fact that RSI is way too high. If things goes planned, we could potentially come back to like 427, 428 levels on the SPY and ES range, because the daily chart RSI is pretty maxed out. The last 2 days we've been selling off, so that's typically signals and signs of bearishness. If we come back down to like this range over here, probably a good range to move back up. What's up, Cars? What's going on, Nasty Nate, DJ? Yeah, world, how you guys doing? Oh, you know what? I do know why we're going down, because I kind of posted it up a little bit. I posted it over the weekend on the market outlook for the 10th to the 16th in our elite channel. So this week we got the inflation numbers coming up, and inflation numbers supposed to remain high, which is like good and bad, I guess. But in the good part is that it could be transitory. The bad part is high inflation. It's just not good for a lot of companies, because that means supply costs are up, right? And then JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs is kicking off earnings this week, so that's something very interesting to look forward to. And that's gonna be like, JP Morgan's tomorrow morning. I forgot when GS is, but it's gonna be good. GS is Friday, so we're gonna interesting to see what direction those are gonna go. And then the IMF and the World Bank are also holding their annual meeting this year. This week. So yesterday I posted the market outlook. I said market had a nice bounce last week as debt ceiling moved to December. However, we're still struggling to break over that 442 area trend line, with unemployment numbers hitting only 38%, man, on Friday, right? Yeah, honestly, we could go either direction. We're in the middle of the range. Naturally, it looks like we're going down. Based on the technicals, everything is pointing downhill, right? Everything is pointing to a downhill slope. But obviously, a surprise news and really, really good news and stuff could pull us around. TSM say some really bullish stuff, and we could see market recovery. Things could move. But if TSM says like the stuff that we think they're gonna say, with the whole shortage and situation, then we're in trouble, right? And we're probably gonna go to the bottom of the range, because. And you know what? I kind of remember this from the last time unemployment number came out too. I remember the last time we had really bad unemployment numbers, the market had a bull trap, which, a bull trap is when the market ran up, making everybody think we were bullish, and it trapped all the bulls, and then it came back down. So I remember the last time we had bad unemployment numbers that happened and didn't make sense. So we're kind of getting that move, this week as well, where unemployment numbers and our employment numbers are only showing like 38%, right? So that's a huge miss, man. Hitting 38, scoring 38% out of 100%, it's a huge miss. So it was kind of natural we went down. So this was published on October 9th. Talking a little bit about that. And then, I said tech had a good bounce as well, but there was a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt around Facebook. So overall, tech sector was struggling to break over trend line resistance as well. And pretty much Netflix was kind of carrying the tech sector a little bit, but we'll see. And dollar index was almost about to break down. It was hitting the support there. RSI had already cooled off. So last week I was bullish because dollar index RSI was extremely high. Market RSI was low. So, market was more likely to bounce, where dollar index was more likely to go down. And if the dollar index was going down, it would have been good for the market. So we did get that a little bit. So for some of you guys, I hope you guys were able to close some positions, sold off a little bit. And then financial sector, they were earning this week, so we were either looking for a huge breakout or rejection here. But I'm gonna call it here, man. I don't think we're gonna break out on the financial sector, because if there's one thing I know about the financial sector is that they are notorious for like teasing, man. They're like one of the best teasers out there. They just love to tease you. Like if XOF was a girl, it would have like a OnlyFans page just to like tease you. So as you can see, it kind of happened a little bit, right? We had that top. It looked like it was like setting up for the breakout, and obviously we didn't break out. We rejected a little bit, came back down, and like for the longest time, man, we've been hoping for the financial sector to break out, but I don't know if we're gonna get it. I really don't think we're even gonna get it, man. It's tough. They had such great quarters previously. I'm not even sure if they can continue to beat those great quarters. So we'll see. Especially Goldman Sachs, man. What's up, Al Patrol? Yeah, tough times, man. Tough times. Getting wrecked a little bit this week. So we had some plays going really well, and some plays just got flopped. You know, obviously our A play didn't go as well. Got flopped a little bit, but didn't risk that much. Down about a little bit on that, 59%. Pinterest was doing pretty good, up 17% from that. Um, and then I also shorted the market from 436 to 426 based on the trend line. So ideally, I'm looking for like SPY to hit 426, 427 area for the bounce. So that's why I shorted from 436 to 426 as a spread. Does this mean SoFi, SQ, and Affirm take a hit? Most likely. I mean, yeah, you know what? What are we looking at for Affirm? Wow, Affirm is still hella strong. What a fucking beast. I mean, they're such a monster. They ran so much already. It's like I know like anything over here just FOMO on the Affirm play now, right? It's already has such a monster move. It's probably due for a correction down to like 108, 109. What's the other one? I wouldn't even group SQ in the same sector anymore, man. I feel like SQ is like more with PayPal, or they're like forgotten. Like SQ used to be a really popular stock a few weeks ago or a few months ago, but it's like a forgotten ticker now, or it's just a cursed ticker at this point. Check out SoFi. SoFi had a little bit continuation today. Wow, more move up. I don't even know if I want to like. I don't know. I missed that SoFi move myself. I don't know if you guys got in there. How many of you guys got in it? But if you guys got in it, look for that next price range at 2075 and try to take some profit there, because if market is going to be bearish, you know, obviously it's not going to be that great for this to pop further, right? Oh yeah, let me put some stocks on the request. I got you guys. CRSP Youngbo asks. Where'd you get the SoFi from? Like, what level did you buy it? DOCU? DocuSign? Is DocuSign still dying? Yo, should we check out MU, man? Should we see what the next support level for this buy the dip on MU is? Plug. Damn, you guys hate MU. Show the MU today? Shit. Nice. Oh, so you got in the 16 range. $50? Yo, that's crazy, man. Etsy. SCNS. Let's see. SCNS. MUP been going down for 6 to 7 months straight. Where it has, man. Alright, so let's start checking out some of the tickers. Let me see. Do we have any earnings today? Oh, we do. We have SGH. I was looking forward to that. Let me check out this earning real quick. Because I was curious. This is gonna be the start of like that semiconductor, man. Because SGH is also a designer and manufacturer of electronic, focused on memory and computing techs and stuff. Not exactly semiconductor, but in the same area of the computer stuff. I was a little bit bullish on ER, but I couldn't buy any spreads on it for some reason. On Safety Works, I don't know if it was glitchy or what. Didn't let me do it. So let's see. Earnings per share was $2.16. Beat estimate of $1.60. Sales is 467 mil as opposed to 461. And then EPS is $1.80 to 2020. Whoa, yo, that's crazy. So the earnings per share for Q1 guidance is $1.80 to 220, right? It's also a big range too. And they think like analyst estimate is only like at $1.49. So they're expecting to make a lot more money potentially than what people are estimating them to. Even though sales is at the lower range of 440 mil to 480 as opposed to 458. Interesting. Very interesting move there. What's going on, Andy? And he says CRSP 96% dip. Oh wow, Apple just dropped too after hours. What was the news on Apple? So net sales up 57% year over year. EPS up 160. Full year up 34%. Okay, let's see how the stock price looked like compared to a year ago. Stock price last year was around 25. So even at 1.5%, their value around 37. So stock has definitely ran up a lot. Let's see. Prior to COVID, where's COVID? COVID's right here around 34. 34 times 1.5. So yeah, they could probably have potential to run back to the 50s over here, because that is some crazy earnings per share and guidance there. It's probably gonna be something I gotta put on my watch list, man. I might look to play that tomorrow, see if we have a huge run. If market is bullish, obviously. Oh, what are they talking about? I didn't see any Apple news. I don't know why they said that. Apple dropped following some news. So market on close today was 696 to the sell side. Oh my gosh, yo! Now they're trying to sell that. So White House says they're trying to prevent inflation from being an issue. And they're also trying to sell the fact that a 10-year treasury yield are not bearish for the S&P 500. It's starting to get to the point where a lot of them is just like it's just like BS, and it's just like yeah, guys, it's okay. I understand that all the data right now is really bad, you know. This is kind of what they're saying. Like, this is pretty much what they're trying to tell us. Oh, Apple is likely to slash iPhone 13 production target because... Oh no! This could be like the end of the Apple. Holy shit. I hope not. I hope not, bro. Thank you for that, Nasty Nate. So, like, lately... I don't know, like starting last week and this week, we've been seeing a lot of hedge funds and all these guys like coming out and spewing this BS news, yo. And what they're saying is that they're like, Oh, yo, don't worry, guys. Unemployment numbers was bad, like job numbers was really bad, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's okay. We only hit 38%. It's not as bad. It's not bad for the market. Now they're trying to come out and say that the rise in 10-year treasury yield is not bearish for the S&P 500. And like it's like so silly because these things are almost directly correlated, and for them to kind of come out and say it's not, like typically it says it's typically viewed as bad news, conventional wisdom and whatever, but now they're saying that hasn't been bearish at all for at least the past 15 plus years. Like, bro, where are you getting this data from? The last time the 10-year yield went up, and you can check this on like TradingView, it's the DGS 10. So like the last time it went up over here was in March, right? And as it started to climb up a little bit, we had a huge pullback in March in the S&P 500. So I don't know. I think this potentially does come back up to like 1.7, 1.8, of course the market's gonna get hurt. Of course. What's up, Professor Glass? Welcome. How you doing? All right, so let's check out some stocks. CRSP. CRSP had a huge drop after hours and then seeing some recovery right now. The share fell after updated result from early stage CTX 110 cancer study. They're saying they're showing some remission. It's not working as well. Yeah, Apple's gonna send SPY down. You're right. Oh wow, you know what? And the news came out. When did the news come out? Oh, it came out at 4:10. Could have picked up some puts. Because you know that for S&P 500, you can actually buy calls and puts until 4:15. Did you guys know that? So CRSP actually had a pretty good bounce today. It was setting up the reversal too, to the upside prior to that drop at market close. It was setting up a pretty good reversal, but that gap down at market close is probably gonna make $100 the resistance line now, and it's probably gonna most likely come back to the next level around 84 at this point. Yeah, I didn't think about it either, man. But I only saw it when it like popped up on my thing at 418. But it's gonna be pretty ugly. Might have to look for bearish plays at market open tomorrow instead, based on the Apple news, because Apple is such a big it's such a big ticker that is in so many ETFs, right? For example, let me show you Apple ETFs. ETFs with Apple exposures, more or less. So like it's in the XLK, it's in VGT, it's in the Russells, a whole bunch of stuff. It's in the S&P 500 growth. So like a lot of the market stuff is gonna look at it's in a heavy weight in a lot of the market. Related stuff. Let me see. Next level is in the 80s for CRSP. If you guys are If you guys are bullish, look for that next level at 85 to buy the dip. And if you guys are new, here's the link to the list. Yeah, 9% of the QQQ is no joke, man. So it's like it's gonna drag the Qs and then it's gonna drag the SPY down tomorrow. If that bearish news continue to, you know, follow through, it's gonna be pretty ugly. Nobody is gonna want that. Alright, so next one is DocuSign. Haven't looked at this ticker in a while, so let me see how it's looking. Oh wow, it did had a nice move to the upside. But dang, this stock has been like, I don't even know how to, I don't even think I can chart in that other side, the other one. Yeah, it's been like, it's just been a straight decline since like August. It found the top. It hasn't really moved much. It's coming back to test the 200 level here. So we had a nice bounce after the test at the 200 last time to over here. Obviously that didn't get us anywhere. It's probably going to come back down to test again. Oh no. There's a huge head and shoulder possibly setting up on the weekly chart. So that means like next level probably looking for is like all the way down here, man. Shoot. I don't know. They got ER coming up. Watch for this range right here. If it breaks, if it like breaks under the 200 and, you know, doesn't bounce, then it's most likely going to come back down further. If it does bounce over there, it's going to move up, but it really depends on the direction of the market, where the market want to take things. So like think of the market as the environment, as the weather. If the S&P 500 and the QQQs and the, you know, the Russells, if the weather is really bad, then, you know, everything else is going to get hit by the storm. Need to hold the 200 SMA at 248. Bought some Val today. How's Val looking? Yo, I think Val could potentially drop, man, because the dollar index might start moving up, and that could be bad for Val. So be a little bit careful with that. I'm a little bit bearish on the commodities for this week. My man. So Fiat World, said Apple states that TXN, and Avago can't deliver chips. They expect to produce 90 million iPhones in the last 3 months, but they're more likely to produce only 80 million. About 11% reduction. 11% reduction is a lot. Like that could be the difference between them hitting the numbers this year, or for the quarter, versus them like missing the quarter, right? So that's gonna be a pretty interesting move there. That's pretty significant. If it was like 5%, that might have been okay, but dang, 11% reduction. Let's check out MU real quick. Yo, so yeah, you guys did say earlier too. I think somebody was saying that MU was like down to 59s or 60s or something, or 55s. I guess that makes sense now. That makes sense. Because yeah, because if it came all the way down, since it broke this level, there's really no real support. There's some support around 64. But I wouldn't even argue as that like great support there. So it could potentially come back to this pre-COVID levels, and that's at potentially $60. Wow. Let's check out Plug. How come Plug is moving up today? Right? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why like we always hated MU, man. Remember, like we joked about how crappy they were for like that whole situation in 2018 and stuff. Dang, can't believe they got me back in at 1.2. Actually, there's also a possibility that I could set up this trend line. Now that I just think about it, I just thought about it. So that could be like 63, 64. I mean, if it comes back to 60s, it's gotta bounce there, right? It's gotta bounce. It's gotta bounce, bro. Oh. Yo, so many things are setting up this head and shoulder on the weekly chart. Are you guys seeing this? Like, look at this big head and shoulder. There's a lot of stuff that's setting it up. Oh boy. Oh. Oh snap. Yo, did we miss this super I lost track. Did we miss that super bounce on Roku? I think I missed it, man. I didn't see that. Wow. What the hell? Where was my alert? Slacking, man. Forgot to set an alert. Some friend, right? What's up, Kip? How you doing? Yeah, I had this. We had this drone a while back, looking for that super bounce there, and it did too. Just put that in there in case you guys want to check it out later. All right, let me check out Plug. I lost track there. I'm not sure why Plug ran today. It was weird. Plug's potential for guidance raise could catalyze shares, analysts say. So they must have had a guidance raise yesterday or something, and energy shortage. So Plug has some levels up here at the $32 area. If that's if you're bullish, those are potential levels you can go to. It's sitting at a resistance level right now too, short-term wise. So this is a good area to sell, take some profit. If you're up in it, if you don't sell here and you wanna be a little bit, risky dicky, next level is that $33, $34 almost. So that's also a good level to take profit. If you're bearish, you can alternatively short those levels as well, and look to take it down from there. Nice. You're still sitting in FCEL? How's that doing? Oh, it's moving up too. I guess the whole alternative energy sector is starting to see some recovery. Let's check out Etsy next. Long and strong. Let's go. Oh, so Etsy, I joined this a while back. It actually followed it pretty well. We had the move from the bottom trend. We had some rejection from the top trend. So let's see if it can continue this kind of directional move of that rejection on the bottom, and bounce on the bottom and rejection on the top. So this potentially next level we're looking at on Etsy could potentially be like 217s. If you're bearish, you can try to short it to like 206 or 200s even. Resistance 217, support 197. Alright, SCNX next. SCNS next. What does this company do? Is it like... Hold on. Let me look it up. SCNS is a medical company focused on design development, commercialization of glucose monitoring system. Okay. Looks like they awarded themselves some shares last week. No other news going on for this company. Super slow mover. If you're bullish, this is a potentially good area to buy at the yellow line. We've bounced there off that before. Could also further down, could also be there. Probably look for that area to hold. If you're bullish, this could probably see a move back there or down here. So moving a move back up here would be, where's that? That is 409. So it's at 328 right now. If things look good, things get a bullish move, that could be the next direction. We got a lot of money flowing, so we kind of need to break above. Like 345. Above 345, we'll easily hit that $4 range. Thanks, Karis. You too. Have a good night. Enjoy. $3.50. We just see $4. Alright, let's check out XOM next. Yo, a lot of energy stocks have been getting a lot of love and hitting like really high levels. XOM is one of the few ones that hasn't really like hit these high levels that I guess a lot of people are looking for. Potentially, if you're bullish, you know, you want to expect it to hit like $66, or even at least like 64s, but it's been struggling to do that. Let me see. I remember drawing this huge double bottom pattern, this W pattern, and I was expecting it to hit the 66, man. For the longest time, it never did. Freaking scam. I haven't really touched oil ever since the last time I got scammed by it. But based on the crude oil futures, you would think, that XOM would touch this levels, because crude oil futures is already past it's already past 2020 January 2020 highs, right? 2020 crude oil futures was trading at $65. Even in like 2018 of October, when we had huge run up, it was trading at like, what was it, 75s? We're trading at $80 per barrel right now, right? So I don't know why XOM isn't moving. Professor Glass, I've been waiting for a long time. I feel you, man. It sucks. It sucks. So, based on the correlations of the futures, it should have been there. No clue why it hasn't. The chart is crappy too. I can't even. Nothing to like really see, no pattern or anything. I don't really see any patterns on that other chart. I mean, over here you can see that recovery off that 200. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, potentially making higher. Maybe if it pulls back, all I can say is it pull back to here, let's probably look for that buy the dip area. Earnings aren't always good for these oil companies. But if it pulls back, that'd be the area. If it moves up, the areas to sell is 66. But oil stocks aren't gonna be something I'm gonna touch anymore. It's just too far out for me, man. Resistance 66. Support. Where's the support at? 57. Alright, there you go. Hope that helps, man. What are you playing on it? Butterfly? Oh no, hungry. Damn oil stocks wrecking everybody. UEC. Let's check out CRM real quick. So you just long straight calls on XOM? Yo, that's ballsy, man. I'll tell you one thing, man. One thing I know for sure, these oil calls, they don't look like they burn IV, but they move so slow, they actually do. So just be a little careful. Big green energy stock linked to Bill Gates. I'll check it out. Thanks, Nia. So lately, ever since they got closer to the Slack acquisition, I think they finished the acquisition too. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Salesforce already finished the Slack acquisition. And ever since they did, or they got really close to doing it, it's been moving up. It was almost hitting this huge buy level here. I had a buy order around 195, looking to buy the dip at like pre-COVID levels, but sadly it never hit. Huge disappointment there. And then started the reversal to the upside after having like months of downtrend. Now it's having this uptrend. So if you're really bullish, you're looking for the next level to come back up here or come back down here to the test. I think we're more likely to test the bottoms over here than to go to the tops. I think we're going to test the bottom first and then go to the top, because if I remember correctly, I think CRM might be like somewhat similar to like the Dow Industrial sector, and the industrial and the Dow Jones. They've been pretty weak. They just had a crossover, so it's looking a little bit bearish for them, because they just rejected off the top here. So I'm looking for them to do a triple test back down at 338. Right now it's at 343. So if that happens, then I think CRM is probably going to come back down to test like maybe 265s or maybe like 270 range. And that's probably a good area to buy the dip. UEC, Uranium Energy probably had a nice move today. So next resistance, it was consolidating a little bit here. Next resistance is probably like 360s if it can move back there. Maybe we'll break above, maybe we won't. It says they got earnings coming up in a little bit. It's looking a little bit bullish. So it looks like it's breaking out of that consolidation there. What is that? Oh, what did I say that price range was? 360s. CRM had a big move because they raised guidance when they held their annual shareholder meeting. Oh wow, they were sandbagging when they reported the earnings. Dang, why'd they G us like that, man? I think we went long on CRM too, right? Oh, Snapchat? Let's check this out. Only thing I'm confident about Snapchat is that there's some support at the $70 range right here. And the Bollinger Band also says the same thing. That's the only thing I am confident about looking at this chart. Anytime. Because let me see. We do have a crossover here, and it looks like it could make that next leg move. I mean, technically, you can kind of say like this is somewhat of like a supply zone or like resistance zone, right? So like if this is like a resistance area, then it needs to potentially like really break above that $76 area for it to go to like 79, 80s plus. But then at the same time, you know, you got to ask yourself, how bullish is the market right now? You know, what's the direction of the market and where does the market want to go? So what position do you have on it? What do you have? Do you have calls? Do you have puts? What are you looking to do? Oh no, you have calls expiring this week. Ouch. What are you up on it? I mean, if you're up on it, I'd probably take some profit. If you're bullish on it in general, roll it further, man. Go 2 more weeks out if possible, because the market is so uncertain lately. You know, anything can happen, especially if you're bullish. Oh, you are in the money, down $100. Yeah. They're in the money. I will say leave a stop loss right there. So 73.50, that's the stop loss area. If we break under that, if we break under the 73.50, that's probably where you want to get exit, because let's say best case scenario, market is bullish, right? And even though we have that bad Apple news, let's say market drop a little bit, market open to the bad Apple news, and it comes back to like 73.50, and that's the support from today, right? At like or yesterday, that's support from yesterday's before market close. And let's say it finds support there and it bounces, right? And then it could potentially hit 76 plus, and then you'll probably be in the profit there, maybe 77s, and then for that potential breakout if possible. So that's the best case scenario. That's why I would say probably have a stop loss right there. Yeah, that's also true as well. Sometimes you might just have to close the position or just give more time. So that's the link. What was the other stock you guys wanted to check out? GWH. See that. Time interval, secret sauce. Nobody knows. It's like those videos, like my time intervals, like those videos where they say, find out this one secret trick to making millions in the stock market. It's all in the time interval. Yo, how come I can't see this? Am I typing this right? For some reason, Brazinga just doesn't have it. So I can't even look up this company. I see. Acquisition company. What? Bilgate back ESS, which makes giant batteries out of iron, salt, and water, starts trading. The company lost $245.3 million in the first 6 months of 2021. Just trying to go public. Most of it was just trying to go public. It's interesting concept. It's already moved a lot. IPO around like $8, $9, $10, whatever, through the special acquisition, and obviously had a huge spike, a lot of hype behind it. At some point or another, it's probably good for scalping, but I wouldn't touch it in terms of investment. Most of these tickers, like their value at that $10 level. It could be like getting in now would be like kind of getting into like Lucid, right? Remember when Lucid Group first IPO, everybody was hyped. They were like, "Yo, this is the next Tesla to the moon, boys," and people bought that stock from $10, right? And the momentum was so strong that it had bought the stock to like $65. But if you bought it anywhere from like 33 to 65, you're still back holding to this day, and and like and you're just praying that they end up making money someday, and 10 years down the line it becomes like a $300 stock, and you actually make money. But as of right now, it's just back hold essential. Just be careful a lot with those hype news, and especially special acquisition hype news, because a lot of the special acquisition stocks, they already value at 5 years of like 5-year valuation of sales and growth, and if they don't meet that 5-year sales and growth plan, their value even less than $10. So this is a little tricky there, but I mean, if you want to scalp it, day trade it, definitely very interesting stock to do that. I mean, I would probably even add it to the watch list just for day trading, because if there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of people playing around with it, then it should be it should be fun. You should find some levels. Once establish some levels, to trade, play with it. Let me see. But right now, there's not enough data to that's established yet to really trade it. Yeah, broke that trend too. Maybe you can see a scalp and it comes back to like the $20 levels. Could see some potential bounce in these levels here. If it comes back down, could see a bounce there before the next like big leg up. Let's say if it's like doing a bull flag, it'll probably bounce here and then move up further. Yeah, just watch. Don't let the FOMO get to you, man. You got this. There's so many other tickers. You don't need this ticker. Just put it in the friend zone. Oh, Sean, I was looking at steel yesterday, and I was a little bit bearish. I think we're gonna potentially test like the lower levels here. I don't know, maybe, because the dollar index is really strong, so that's something I've been watching. I gotta monitor where that moves, but it's been getting really strong, man. I don't know why. It looks like it want to break out further. So if it continues to break out further, I'm gonna wait for it to finish. I mean, it's not a bad idea to start at the position in steel, but I think like maybe wait for dollar index to hit 94.75 ish to start that position. But this level looks good. It looks good level. If it holds, continue to buy the dip, I guess, at the 2050s. Yikes. I was so bearish last time. I think I drew this all the way here. I meant to drew it here. Yeah, look for that 2050 to hold. You know, if that doesn't hold, then let me see. I knew I charted it the other day. Where did I chart it? Yeah, if that doesn't hold, it's going back to 16s, man. It's gotta hold. It's gotta hold, bro. It's got to. Oh, I know why I was looking at last time. I remember now. I was looking at iron futures. That's what it was. So iron futures, iron ores futures is like, you know, for steels and stuff, right? They just had a bounce the other day. I think that's why I took a look at it, because it popped out on my alert. Because it dropped from like 200 and something dollars all the way to 100. Like, that's a huge drop. So anytime it drops that much, it tends to dead cat bounce. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to average back. I think it's a good idea to average down, because, you know, anytime something has like such a huge drop, it's gotta bounce at least a little bit. It's gotta at least like dead cat bounce just a little bit. But sometimes it doesn't, though. Sometimes it doesn't. I mean, like, look at lumber, right? So we're looking for this bounce, kind of like this lumber bounce. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Look for that support at 2050. You know what? You know what? I'm with you. Let me set an alert. Go to my 195-minute time frame. Let me set an alert. Let me jump in. All right, that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna end the stream here. If you guys want to check out the watch list, here's the link. I think I enabled all the access, so you guys all have access now. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up or anything. Otherwise, have a good night, guys, and take care. Oh, let me paste it on the YouTube site as well.